Okay, so for example number 3, we're going to use the table of integrals and then focusing on the trigonometric forms. So in this example, we're going to be using 3 different entries. Since we're dealing with x cubed sine x dx, we do not have a factor that has u to the 3rd power. So we're going to have to use 1, and in this case, we're going to use entry 84. So we're going to use that as our first step. Okay, so number 1, we're going to take our original integral, which is x cubed sine x dx. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to then say that because this is 3, we're going to let n equal 3. And then now we're going to rewrite this form. So we're going to get negative, instead of u, it's going to be x cubed times the cosine of x plus 3 times x to the 3 minus 1, which becomes squared cosine of x dx. Okay, now for step 2, okay, we're going to use this entry 85 for specifically just this part of that integral. So what we're going to end up getting now is, again, rewriting this first step, we have x cubed sine x dx. We know that's equal to negative x cubed cosine x plus 3 times, so now we're going to use this rule and apply it to that, where now n is equal to 2. So it's going to be 3 times x squared sine x minus 2 times the integral of x sine dx. So let's go ahead and distribute this 3 to those terms. So I have x cubed sine x dx, which is now equal to negative x cubed cosine of x. Now we're just going to distribute the 3. So we're going to have plus 3x squared sine x minus 3 times 2, which is 6, and so what we're going to do is, here, this now becomes this form, which is 82. So when we integrate that, we're going to end up getting minus 6 times, well, the antiderivative of x sine dx using the table is now going to become sine of x minus x times the cosine of x and that's going to be plus c. And so distributing, we get negative x cubed times the cosine of x plus 3x squared sine x minus 6 times the sine of x plus 6x times the cosine of x plus c. Okay, now we've done 3 different integrations. So what that means here is that we had a first integration, and what we did is we had to add a k. So that was 1. And then we did a second one, which was another k. So we did a second integral. And then we did an additional one, which was c. So therefore, we have to then determine that c is actually going to equal 3 times the constant k, because we did 3 integrals, integration.